some background from my point of view. I first met Irv Rosenberg just after coming back from the Vietnam War. I had been chosen as a fellow at the University of Chicago before I left, and then the idea was that I'd come back into the fellowship. And when I got back to Chicago, there was a whole new director, a whole new head of the department from the person who actually hired me. So we inherited each other, so to speak, and with some trepidation on, I'm sure, his part and my part, we met each other, and it really has been a wonderful, wonderful relationship. After I left Chicago as a specialist in gastroenterology, I spent 1 year in Iran, and actually Irv encouraged me to do that, dealing with nutritional issues of nomadic peoples called Qashqai in southern Iran. And then I went to my first real job in Baltimore, where I spent 6 years, and then I joined Tufts in 1981. Hamish Monroe at that time was the director. Hamish was a brilliant protein biochemist. He had a knack of not getting along with people very well, but he was really fun to work with when he wanted to be funny and productive. After Hamish retired, there was a interim, well, I wouldn't call him interim, there was a short-term directorship that didn't work out well, and so I became interim director for a year and a half or so before Irv was recruited, and I hope to think that I had something to do with that recruitment. I remember calling him and trying to convince him that this was really a wonderful job, a wonderful opportunity, and so forth. And then, of course, the university took it from there. When Hamish Monroe left, he had built something really quite wonderful. The foundations were built by Monroe. He had hired a wonderful group of scientists. He did not do so well with collaborations, with welding collaborations, and there was, at that time, there was real difficulties between the school and the center, primarily because of personalities between Stan Gershoff and Hamish. At any rate, all that, once Irv got on the scene, all of that got not only smoothed over, but actually got into a very productive relationship with the school. Irv was a visionary scientist with a keen interest in public policy, and that's why I feel he was perfect and knew he was perfect for this job to take over. Monroe had built the center into a nationally recognized center, but what Irv Rosenberg did was build it into the international nutrition research center in the world. His warmth, his scientific acumen were inspiring to fellows, to students under him, and people always went away from the center in those years once Irv was there, feeling fulfilled and happy in their jobs and productive. So Irv, I want to thank you for all the work you did with scientists at the center. I'm speaking for the center at this point. And thank you for your wisdom and your inspiration to all of us. And thank you for what you've done for Tufts and to the center as an institution. Congratulations.